Tell me your name.
Bertie Elliott Santabarbara. At the moment, I'm making my own short film. I'm making 2. One with the guy behind the camera in it, and then one just myself filming myself, which is a weird thing to do, but it is interesting because I hold 100% accountability. So if a shot doesn't look good, it's my fault. My acting is like The Room. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. It's
like The Room, did you say?
The Room. You know, like, oh, hi, Mark.
Oh my god.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. So I wanted to make a short film that was simple, direct, and overall just use simple camera trickery to do a cool concept, because I can't do CGI monster. Infinite Corridor has been done by my friend.
By me, yeah. And by probably loads of people.
By tons of people.
Yeah.
It has been done.
But it's not
a lot. It's not a bad concept. It's a really good one, and it can be done over and over. I feel like it's fair enough. He tries going up the stairs, ends up in the same place.
Yeah, okay.
Ends up in the same place again. And then it's probably only going to be 2 minutes. I'm not pushing 5. It's just a silly little... Look at my acting here. Look at my stone cold expression.
You love shooting in black and white, don't you? I've noticed that.
Yeah, me and Edgar's have one thing in common. And that's that. Shooting in black and white. I just think it looks nicer. Yeah. I don't need to think about colour as much.
Yeah, and it's a bit more...
I like colour grading. And I've been complimented on my colour grades before. But I don't enjoy going through clip by clip, having to apply a colour. I will be having to do that for my other short film though.
Yeah.
But black and white just looks nice, and it works with natural light way more than natural light works with colour. Because if you set something to black and white, you get a very, don't use a pretentious word, chiaroscuro.
Okay.
Which just means light, dark. If you're doing a ton of reshoots, like I did for this one, it's hard to tell, and a lot of repeating shots in this, because using one corridor, well, not one corridor, but one staircase, means I can't, it's hard to find what clip is where. For example, I'm trying to look for a wide of me reacting to something.
Do you particularly like editing?
Editing, it's a bit of a bore. I'm not to insult editing, but it's not great, in my opinion. I know that's the thing about it, is it's so integral. It is so integral. It's a form of storytelling within itself. And the issue with it is I'm okay at the cinematography. But when I bring it into editing, it might just be my rhetoric. The way in which I decide to shoot, and the way in which I decide to edit might be my issue. I've watched videos on it, and the only thing they teach is like, use an L cut, use a J cut, use cut to action, eye trace, all these things, eye track. Yeah, those are useful techniques, but how do you get pacing to look nice? There's no uniform answer, and it sucks. But I think the best advice that I was given was, instead of it looking at it as putting everything into the thing for coverage, look at it as narrative, as like an actual narrative itself. You're putting it together. And that's the best way I can describe it.
Awesome. What job role do you love most about
film? Having just watched Saturday Night, I don't want to be a director.
You don't want to be a director? No. I thought that's what everyone wants to do.
That's what everyone wants to do, and I think in an ideal world, yes, and like in an ideal situation, yeah, but not as a main job. Because Christ, I'd blow a fuse. I'd go insane.
Would you be like an assistant director?
Yeah, I think assistant director would be a lovely way to go. But I know that they are they have the nose in it. They are basically even more active than the director.
Yeah.
So assistant director is a bit tough, but I'm not saying I'm adverse to challenge. every role on a film set is fucking intensive. Worst case scenario, if I really fuck up, I can become a grip and just be a little bit of, "Hi, carry this." But it's a very important role.
Yeah, like no matter what, you're going to get a good salary.
Ish.
Like,
Unless you're a spark boy, is that a job?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's called that. It's a weird little title. I don't want to be called a spark boy. Oi, spark boy, get me the lighting. No, thank you. Gaffer, actually. Gaffer would be, I think, the lowest I will aim as runner. Maybe assistant director or just stay cinematographer.
Would you be a DOP?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, they're kind of the best.
But everyone wants to be one.
They're overrated.
It's directing and cinematographers. Producing on the side apparently isn't meant to be the best thing to do.
Yeah, because it's a very main job, isn't it?
And also, there's not many producers. There's 8 producers on the course, or like there were 8, something stupid like that. It was like a weird. I could be wrong, but I was given statistics, and from my teacher, and they were like, well, 80. There's like 80 people want to do cinematography, and only 40 people get to like put their names in for it. It's like that's a weird number to quantify. So I might have to take it on the chin and choose producing. But
I mean, what you specialise in on the film course is it doesn't determine what you're doing in
your free time.
The actual your free time and your career later on, does it?
Yeah, no. That's why doing your own short films is grossly useful, because you do everything and then you have an in-depth knowledge of everything, and thus you can kind of go, yeah, I can edit, I can help.
Okay. Why is editing a pain?
Editing?
Yep.
Well, in simple terms, it's because I'm not good at it. In more complex ways, I like editing, but it's just such a time-consuming process. And the thing is, especially when you're working on a solo shoot, and you have such high expectations of yourself, the edit can make or break the short film, and you have like this clear image in your head, because I'm very visual. And often when I'm shooting something, I have like idea in my head of what it looks like, beat for beat, exactly how I want it to look. And that actually hurts a lot, because right now don't have the resources, the budget, or the ability to really do it. Because a lot of shots that I think in my head are all gimbal related shots, which I can't do because especially for this one-man production, I can't clone myself, have one act, have one use a gimbal. That'd be lovely.
It's very hard to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like if you don't know what you're doing, I'm not saying you don't know what you're doing, but if you don't know, then it's hard. Even if you do know what you're doing, it's still a pain.
Oh yeah. Because you have to at a certain point reinvent the wheel in terms of what you're shooting. Because with this, I found that the hardest thing about shooting on one location is finding diverse and fresh camera angles. Because Christ, this is tough. This has been tough. Creating a repeating segment that doesn't feel like you're reusing footage, pain in the ass. It's hard to find the balance, because certain films, The Brutalist, good movie, does switch between perfect tripod, standalone, static shots to moving shots. But I think the idea is that you don't have any shot be 100% static. You either have a little bit of shake, something in post, I think is often the case.
Starting out, you've got to do a lot of self-acted short films and stuff, like completely.
Or just using friends, dealing in favours.
Using like one friend at a time.
Yeah.
It can be a bit daunting even using like two friends, right?
Using two friends bridges the line of, is it just going to become a laugh fest?
Yeah.
Where you've brought them there to film, but then you all unanimously decide across the shoot, this is just for fun. We just start laughing. Because I've done that before. On A level particularly, I tweaked.
What's your favourite film?
Oh, fuck's sake. I hate this question. Because it implies that that I can only have one favourite. But...
Okay, top 3.
Top 3? Come on, do a letterbox. Top 4.
Top 4.
Top 4. Let me pull up my letterbox. It's on my
the computer
profile.
one sucks.
Here it is. That's not a film, that's a show, but it's close enough. Probably Silence of the Lambs, or Oppenheimer, or Hot Fuzz, or Midnight Mass, or Clockwork Orange.
I see the Brutalist on there.
Very good movie,
Yeah.
but the ending's a bit...
The ending's a bit weird, isn't it?
Mausoleum, brilliant little film. Actually directed by my teacher.
Really?
Yep, this little film here.
Damn.
And its ratings on Letterboxd, most of them are in 4 stars. So I respect him. I genuinely, great director. I love this. Punch Drunk as well. Very good. But he didn't direct that one. That's just another good film. It's just one shot. It doesn't change.
Yeah, like 1917.
No, even more minimal than that. It's just a static tripod, a bit of a zoom, and that's it.
Who's your favourite director?
David Lynch.
Why?
God rest his soul. His style, everything about it, from the imaginative technique, also the fact that he had the confidence and balls to create some of the most absurd films, with basically most arty films, and then like for people to go, that's actually very good. I think if they were released now, probably wouldn't be accepted with as much.
Fair enough.
But he's a great director. I wish I had the stage presence of David Lynch to just like go, hello, my name is David Lynch. Today, we're editing. But I'm not gonna be like David Lynch at all, because that would be an insult to him. To compare myself to him would be an insult. I think comes next. If not, I've messed up my sequence, but look at this, like uni level acting. Look at my smug little face. I'm not particularly happy there, am I?
What was like the main problem, like filming in Home Park, like filming where we live?
The chance of bumping into people. But surprisingly, no one uses stairs. I've realised. I did the full 2 hour. No, can't have been that long. An hour shoot in Home Park, and it was actually very easy. I bumped into one person, and that was it. And just a subtle nod, going, "Yeah, I'm filming." And they're like, "Cool," and they just scuttled off very quickly. I think I'll use that close up. Yeah, the pacing's off. Also, little mistake here, because my camera kept on zooming in and out of focus, I had to do a little jump cut. Maybe you'll notice it.
Okay.
Did you notice it?
I think so, yeah. Play it back.
It'll be really noticeable now. And you can see it on the editing timeline. But I'm like, oh shit. Boop.
Yeah, I noticed it, yeah. A little bit. That's because I'm paying attention to that, though, specifically.
Yeah, it's very subtle. And it's better than having like this...
It's better than...
Of like the lens going, what the fuck am I looking at? And because I couldn't see any of that, because I don't want to... Oh, touched your phone, not mine. Bugger. You can't tell if your focus is fucking, and also you can't fix it, because otherwise you have to go like that, and then that just disrupts the take. So you just have to cut or redo the scene or change your composition, and I had to do that twice. I don't think my focus fucked too much in this, but if it has, I'll just go, well, I shot it by myself, and this is the best I could do with my resources. So
can you tell us a little bit about your editing experience with that, and just the filming experience as well?
The filming experience was fun. Always is. The first bit of the edit did not feel Nice. It was more in the way in which I decided to do the shot list. Very big, very long. I think my Polaroid one, the one I'm doing with you, is a bit more complex. Because I'm having to do match cuts.
The actual filming is complex.
Yeah.
The idea is pretty complex, to be fair, but the filming of it and the logistics is very complex.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the arse, the logistics. It actually is hurting my head. And also, I didn't write a script for this. I just decided, fuck it. Because I had an original script.
It's all handcrafted.
Yeah, because I had an original script, which was very complex. And I wrote it, my first script, and like all first scripts, way too overambitious. Yeah. And it was this idea that like the elevators go in, go up, and stay on the same place, and then...
like Christopher Nolan-esque.
Like Christopher Nolan, like impossible space, and then they can't escape. One of the guys goes out though of the elevator, walks around, and then the elevator door's shut on the other friend. Descends. That guy is now marooned in the middle of nowhere. The guy arrives on the same floor and is like, "Where's my friend? He's gone. He's gone. Oh no!" And then it happens to him as well. And then that's the ending of that one.
Complex.
The niche of student films, a lot of them just have one actor in, so it becomes this thing of, should you do a solo person film? But I guess I'm not trying to push boundaries too much. I'm just trying my best not to hit any cliches, so to the best of my ability. Because I know some are just baked into student films.
Yeah. Some are bound to happen as well. Some cliches are bound to happen.
Yeah, cliches.
Like if you want to make a film about a filmmaker, like The Fabelmans is a cliche in itself.
Yeah.
Think about it, because
but I love that film.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's got David Lynch in.
What, the guy at the end?
Yes.
David Lynch.
Yes.
I thought
the man with the patch over his arm. Yes, that's
him.
David Lynch. Dirty boy.
This guy's more of a film addict than me.
I am an addict. Yeah, you're all good. Camera reception, mate. No SIM card in camera. Fuck. It was a really funny angle.
Yeah. Right. So what's your issue now?
Well, I watched a video while you were on
Okay.
about the beauty of the ripple edit tool.
Yeah.
It makes jump cuts easy.
Okay.
In short, I had an issue where the initial footage, I'll bung it up here, I think it's probably this one. If you see the top left, I start going in and out of focus.
Oh wait, the light's a bit reflective. Let's do that. Just that's it.
But basically, I was going in and out of focus, which can't have that. So I've just fixed it by doing this.
Awesome. Let's get a nice little shot on that.
So I've fixed it by doing this. Cutting it just before.
Yeah.
Cutting in the motion.
Nice.
So we've got that cool little... Having the adjust. This is just literally an insert. It's going to be there for like half a second. And then there's the rest of the footage. The rest of the unglitched. Which means it will be there. I think. Worst case scenario, use the ripple edit tool. Solves every problem. I think. Because what the ripple edit tool does is it pulls the clip rather than... I think we're... That's smooth enough, surely. This is basically just... Cool thing about doing a project by yourself, the only person that you can hold accountable is yourself, even for the acting. So, at some point, I'll shoot this, which will probably be like next week or later today. Because I can't be asked to to actually fucking do this any other time, because that would be too late.
Alright, what are we doing?
So, for context, I need to reshoot 2 scenes because my pacing is off and my shot types are also off. For context, it's these 2 bits here. So when you do a shot over here, because I'm having a little breakdown in the corner, and then for some reason I just reach for the thing. So I'm going to do a little bit of a wide shot from a top angle of me noticing the door, and then it's going to cut into me reaching for it. It seems more technical than it is, but this is a really easy project, I think.
Alright, let's go.
I feel like David Lynch in that cooking TV. I mean it. Please make it black and white.
I'm not making this black and white.
The editor, please.
Oh, okay.
Black and white. Like, black and white, make it really dark and contrasted, so I can walk around like David Lynch would. Hello, my name is David Lynch.
Jesus.
And today, I'm cooking quinoa.
Right, let's go.
Today, I'm going to be cooking
Jesus.
the staircase, that's what we're calling it. Could be a metaphor for unreachable goals.
Did you forget your key?
I've lost my keys. This is why you don't prioritize your SIGs over your keys. I bought this tripod because of that reason. I wanted to make films. I didn't want, because I used to make the excuse, I don't have a tripod to make films. And so I just didn't make any in my free time. But now that I have one, I have no excuse. And also, I wanted to make this with no script for even more of that reason. Because if you don't have a script, sometimes make an excuse of like, oh, I need to write a script, and you go, I don't have time to write a script. But you do have time to shoot, most times out of 10. So I've skipped to the most fun bit of the process, which is just shooting. So I'm gonna do a couple shots here. Do wash. Potentially usable. Potentially.
Okay.
I'm going to do another take just in case.
Take, cool.
Whoops. Well enough. I think. I think I made a continuity error.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
I had my sleeve rolled up here. Shouldn't have had them rolled up.
So, last shot, what was it? It was the beanie, right?
It was a beanie shot on the ground.
Awesome.
And it looked good. It looked good. Fantastic. And they're going to add some zoom in post.
Nice.
Because hand done zoom, I'm convinced, needs a focus puller. Very quickly.
Yeah.
After a successful shoot, I like to celebrate how my greatest influence also celebrated via a cigarette. Here, this is a David Lynch cigarette right here. Successful film shoot.
Yeah, I can smell it. It smells disgusting. Successful film shoot. There we go.
Frogs.
So why is it so common to smoke like with your 2 fingers as opposed to just holding it like a pencil? Because I know Tommy Shelby holds it like a pencil.
I don't see the appeal.
Mm.
I hold it like this because like it's the famous.
Mm.
It's easy. and it's more free. And also, it does block the cigarette. I think a lot of people do this because smoke can get in your eyes, which isn't great.
Yeah.
So what you do is you cover it like that.
Yeah. When it gets in your eyes,
You
it's
can
like...
also point to people like this using your index as well, which is nice.
Do that. Cinematic.
You see, like this.
Yeah.
I can point at you like this and be cinematic.
Yeah.
I can also be like a real dickhead of a director.
Gangster.
We'll do the shoot again.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. That's a great thing about also doing solo directing. Gets you in the mind of Kubrick, because you'll do a shot over and over and over again. I promise you.
That should be a swear word, I'm sorry.
Cinematic is a swear.
Yeah.
For filmmakers.
It's a curse word.
I want my film to look cinematic. In truth, it's not a bad word, because it does sum up something that is true. Because otherwise you have to explain it like, the lighting looks good, so does this look good, this also looks good. It's just a fact that schools don't like it because it's an overgeneralised term.
Yeah.
Overgeneralised. Because you can say it to any movie, that looks cinematic, this looks cinematic. What makes it cinematic though? Most people don't know the answer. It's often the framing, the acting, the pacing, the lighting, the sound, all of it.
Hello. Bertie, can you tell me, why do you love filmmaking so much?
Well, it's making a narrative. It's telling a story, the craft of it. It's the difficulty, it's the labour of actually having to go out, shoot something, film something, not shoot something, but film something interesting or uninteresting, and then making it interesting.
So you like the journey more? You like being in there?
Oh, I like the destination
More
too.
than-
I
more than
think everyone. I think it's copium to say that you should enjoy the journey over the destination. I think what you should do. It's a
Both.
useful bit of advice. It is useful because people can get bogged down in wanting the destination and they don't enjoy the journey. I think you should enjoy both. You should enjoy both the journey and the destination.
Yeah, both coincide with both.
And even if the destination is shit, for example, creating a bad film, enjoy the destination. Enjoy the journey
process,
of it,
what you love,
and learn from it, because that's the only thing you can possibly do as a human, is we can learn from our mistakes. We can't. There's no point in reliving them. Because frankly, it's such a complex medium. You're gonna make mistakes. It's an enjoyable little thing. It's a good little niche. I love films, so much, too much, but I have to do it. That's basically it. If I wasn't doing film, I'd be doing something really boring. I don't know, something I don't enjoy, probably. Because at least with this, I get to labour over something I at least love. So
yeah,
there's that.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Bertie.
There was no word there.
That's a wrap.